Plaintiff Juanita Johnson is suing her cousin for an unpaid cell phone and gas bill. Juanita says after she was arrested on her 18th birthday, she spent a week in jail while the defendant pawned Juanita's jewelry and stole her identity. Defendant Gwendolyn Mitchell admits she pawned Juanita's jewelry as well as her own, but she claims she was only trying to get money to bail Juanita out of jail.
All right. The plaintiff is suing her cousin for an unpaid cell phone bill and a gas bill. Juanita, why don't you state your case?
Your Honor, I've known my cousin all my life. I basically consider her my older sister more than a cousin because, I mean, she's done a lot for me. I was kind of like a troubled teen. I used to get in trouble a lot, back and forth.
How old are you now, Juanita?
I'm 22, about to be 23.
Okay.
So
and how old are you, Gwendolyn?
I'm 30.
Okay. All right. So there's 8 years. All right.
Yeah. So around the age of 15, I got in some serious trouble in school. I did a little fighting and I got put on probation.
You skipped a step. You did a little fighting, you got put on probation. Does that mean you were convicted in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See how they go right? You think you go from the fight right to probation. Judge, I admit my guilt, just put me on probation.
Yeah.
Who'd you hit at the time?
It was a girl in school, actually. We got into a
I'm always curious. Why do
altercation.
girls fight with each other?
It was more over my grandmother, basicily.
You're fighting over your grandmother?
Yeah, it was more over my grandmother.
You were protecting your grandmother? Mm-hmm. What was this other girl doing?
She had got into it with my grandmother.
And they still convicted you? You were defending your grandmother?
Well, it was probably, they did it because it was a long period after when this happened, because that was what led it to begin. And then it kind of built up after that because we ended up going to school together. And so it kind of got worse as time went on.
Do you believe any of that?
No.
Good. Okay. Go ahead. All right. So you two lived together?
Well, yeah, she came and lived with me a few years, and
How old was she when she came to live with you?
17 or
All right,
18.
so this is after she's convicted of assault. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So you moved from Grandma's house to Gwendolyn's house.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Within the move between there in about December 2004, we had got a settlement from a car accident that we were in.
Who, the two of you?
Yes, both of us. So of course, I'm just turned 18. So we did a lot of things. I went and got tattoos, piercings, shopping, all type of different
How much was the
stuff.
settlement?
I think I got like 12 or 1,300 back.
Okay.
And
I don't $750.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So you have an accident, you go out partying. How old are you?
I had just turned 18. My birthday was December the 1st. We got the settlement December the 5th.
Oh, that's dangerous. Okay. So you go out partying with her on her 18th birthday?
Well, yeah, it was something she was begging me to do. I really didn't want to do it because I did my clubbing. I started clubbing when I was 14, so I was already
So
doing
you didn't want to go clubbing with her?
Not
but
for
you
real, but she kept asking me to go. It was her birthday, so I took her out.
Okay. And of course, being that you're 18, I mean, you weren't drinking, were you?
No. We weren't
No.
drinking.
You believe that one?
No.
Okay. All right. So what happens?
Okay, so like I said, we got the settlement. We went shopping or whatever, went to the club.
You went clubbing.
We parked on the wrong parking lot, actually.
Right.
So when we came out of the club, there was a police officer sitting off to the side on the parking lot, and I guess he was waiting to see who was coming to that car.
Okay.
So once we got to the car, he came to the car and asked us why we was parking there, asked for proof of insurance, my name, her name.
Actually, they came to the car because a friend of hers had got kicked out of the club prior to that, and we didn't know why he got kicked out of the club, and he was sitting in the car with us. So basically, the
So there are
police
three
came.
of you in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
And what
but the
happens?
But the thing is, we got arrested, and her friend didn't get arrested.
Right.
So we went to jail. He didn't get to go to jail. They let him go and
All
took
right.
us to jail.
You go to a bar and you end up behind bars. Is that what happens at the
Yes.
end of the night?
Yes, that's what happened.
Okay. All right. And this is because she has no insurance on her car? Is that what you just said?
No, but actually, the reason that we both got locked up is because I had a juvenile warrant.
What'd you have a juvenile warrant for?
Because I was on probation when I was 15.
Well,
and
why
then
would you
I
have
got,
a warrant if you're on probation? If you're on
Because-
probation, they don't issue a warrant.
Right, because me and my grandmother would get into it a lot, and she stated
What'd you do to Grandma?
I didn't do anything to her. She put me out, and then she called the police and said I ran away. So it was kind of like,
So what do you go to jail for? You go to jail because there's a warrant outstanding. You go
juvenile
to jail too, though. Why?
I didn't know. I drove a friend's car a long time ago. Didn't have no insurance on it. So I got a ticket for driving his car and it wasn't insured.
They put you in jail for not having
And
insurance on a
yeah.
friend's car. You think I believe that one?
Yeah, you have to. Don't tell you the truth.
They actually take you both in, they cuff you and lock you up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Then what happens?
And then when we were in jail the first night, when we were in jail, her boyfriend came and got our property for us because of the jail that we were in. We didn't want to risk our property getting taken. She stayed in, I think, for like a day or two. And since I had a juvenile warrant, I couldn't get bonded out. So I had to wait until to see the judge until he was ready to see me.
Right.
So I spent about a week in there before I got to go see the judge. So
Sounds unconstitutional to me, but go ahead.
I also had a warrant in another county, so I guess that's probably what it was for.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Right.
See, now it's constitutional. Thank you for that. All right. So you get out of jail. So what are you suing her for?
The gas bill and my T-Mobile bill. During the process, like I said, when we got our settlement, we went shopping and things like that. I purchased a cell phone for me and I purchased a cell phone
What was
for
the
her.
agreement, Juanita, at the time?
She would pay the cell phone bill because it was two different companies. So you pay your bill.
Were you going to pay the bill?
I did pay the bill, but after her phone got cut off. So she took the phone from me that she had got on for me and took over the phone.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why should I pay the bill? She took over the phone.
How do you answer that?
The reason that I took the phone, like I said, it was two different companies. I had a T-Mobile phone. She had a Sprint phone.
Right.
When my T-Mobile phone got cut off because during the time that I was in jail, the bill got ran up and I went over my minutes.
How did you go up over your minutes
Thank you.
if
And
you're
I was
in jail?
in jail. Thank you. So therefore,
Oh, because her boyfriend took the
came
property.
and got our property and they were in control of my property.
All right. Now, what else you suing her for?
She actually called my grandmother and got my social security number from my grandmother to turn on the gas bill in my name.
Did you call Grandma and ask for her social security
I
number?
called Granny, asked her for the social security number, and I also asked her about getting the power bill, if I can get it in her name.
No,
All right.
she did not.
All right.
I did ask her about
No,
that.
she did not.
Anyway,
All
And
right.
it never got paid and got turned off, and I'm left with it on my
How
credit
much is the
score.
bill?
The bill is $350.
All right. Do you have any evidence here?
Yes.
All right. Let's see it.
well, you live with me for free.
This
I
is
said she
the
live with me
letter
for free. She didn't have to pay no
that my
bill.
granny-
So
All right.
I have-
Hold on. All right. To whom it may concern, I am Juanita Johnson's grandmother, and when called to get Juanita's social security number to get the gas turned on. I thought Juanita had knowledge of this being done. I did not know she didn't approve this until she was released from jail. Everything else I have no knowledge of. That means I'm staying out of it. That was my editorializing. Now, so you didn't give her permission.
No, I did not.
Grandma says she didn't give you permission.
my granny didn't know that I hadn't even talked to her. I asked Granny for it because I couldn't get in touch with her at the
Okay.
time.
Well, she
But
was
when
in
I
jail.
but I did wind up talking to her and told her about all that. She came and lived with me after that. I didn't
All right.
ask her for no rent. She didn't pay nothing. She ate food there.
Right.
Her boyfriend stayed the night there, didn't have to pay no hotel fee. When y'all come down to it, that $350 and all the stuff that you did, no bills and eating food, I feel all comes equal.
Let me ask you a question. Is there something about somebody trying to raise bail, the bail money? Did you try to raise bail money to
Right.
get her
Yeah.
out?
Yeah,
But she
they
already
didn't have
knew
no-
that I could not get bailed out because I was on a juvenile warrant. So why would you use my cell phone to try to get bail money for me and you know I cannot get bonded
So
out?
you're
Use your
admitting
cell
that, let me
phone.
ask you the question, Gwen. Are you admitting you use a cell phone to try to raise
No, I did not
money
use
for
her cell phone. I had the cell phone that she got on for me, I used.
All right.
Okay.
Did you try to raise bail money for her?
Yes.
And how did you try to raise bail money for her?
I pawned jewelry
My jewelry at that.
and my jewelry. It was my jewelry too.
Really?
She had a necklace. She had a necklace that was there and all my rings I pawned.
How much money did you make selling her jewelry to supposedly get her bailed out?
Well, see, that's the
That's
thing.
a
I don't know
question.
if my
That's
boyfriend
a
was telling the
question.
truth or not. He did it.
All right. Let me ask you this. You were out in 2 days. How much was her bail that your boyfriend on your behalf and hers tried to bail her out?
I think it was like $150. Her bill was. Like I said, I didn't know she didn't have one until after.
So then
I
how
funded the
did
stuff.
you didn't know what the bail was?
Well,
and
it's
you
only
didn't know that
150.
she
It doesn't-
couldn't get out.
I didn't
How is
know
it that
she
you
couldn't
and
get
your
out.
boyfriend are raising money to bail her out when there is no bail to bail her out?
It wasn't for
So
me.
if
It
it
was for
was
her.
to be one, we would have the money. That was the whole purpose.
Oh, just in case.
yes.
Got that, Doug?
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, all right. Customer account information, $658. This is for what? For the
T-Mobile
gas?
bill.
Do you have the minutes so we can prove that it's
No,
her?
it's already in collections.
All right. What do you want to say, Gwendolyn, in closing?
Well, like I said, for a person to come stay with me Don't help pay no rent, no bills, eat food whenever she want to. Or fed her boyfriend when he was over there. $350, come on, you stayed there longer than $350. It was a tit for tat. I kept her hair done. She never had to go to the hairdresser till she moved out on her own. Okay, so it's a tit for tat. She wore my clothes before she could buy her own clothes.
What you're saying then is that you took her under your wing.
Yes.
Okay. And therefore you shouldn't have to pay for the gas bill that you took her social security number for and, paid 1 month December gas.
Yeah.
And the cell phone bill, you don't know anything about it. Your boyfriend may be involved in it.
Right, because the phone was being used while I was in jail too.
What you did was you committed identity theft. You could be prosecuted for that. Now, with respect to you, you have proven your case for breach of contract. As far as I am concerned, you are entitled to the money for the gas bill. She absolutely committed theft of services when she used your social security number, and tell Grandma next time not to give it out ever again. So I'm going to give you $350 for the gas bill. I'm going to give you half for the cell phone bill. There is no way to establish whether or not that $658 is all attributable to her. Verdict for the plaintiff. So ordered. Thank you.